Oh, it did?
Yeah.
729 was the best we had before.
We'll get better.
Yeah.
Is this still the 4-piston head on it?
Yep.
Yep.
So what else changed? The housing?
So you can see it was 32 pounds boost. I pulled it to 82, 11.8 air fuel, 14 degrees of timing, 72%. No VTEC.
Finally, I got some more
I got some stuff for the S14.
Yes.
It's got the head gasket and pistons. You get that thing running already.
You do. It's been way too long.
What's up, guys? So I'm in town right now taking care of some just personal stuff. I'm hanging with Wyatt. I'm actually filming on his camera right now because I don't have any of my stuff. And I was on my way back home and I saw this RX-7 for sale and it says $600 with 2 dots on it on the windshield, which is crazy cheap. He's only, obviously means OPO, 600 ... And I know Hayden has one of these too. And I don't have any more room for a project car.
So I'm gonna buy it and gap his ass with it.
Yeah, just kidding. We're gonna Honda swap it and actually make it fast. But no, so I don't think I'm super serious about buying it, but it is a really good deal for this car. It's a 1983. We actually talked to the dude, we test drove it, it runs great. And I was like seriously considering it just to hang on to it because it's such a good deal. And before I called the dude to test drive it, I was sending Hayden some Snapchats of it. I was like, yo, I'm gonna buy it, only 600 bucks. And at first he was like, oh, no way, that's cheap. And then I just like kept talking it up. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get it for 400. The guy said he's gonna let it go for 400 bucks. He's like, dude, that's so cheap. And then he's like, bro, you already got too many project cars. Just finish the MR2. And I was like, nah, dude, I think I want to get it. He's like, bro, don't be a copycat. And then he's all talking to Wyatt, and he's like, Wyatt sent him a Snapchat, and he's like,
I'm driving the minivan home, bro. Kyle bought it.
yeah, he's like, Kyle just bought this RX-7 just like yours. And he's like, what
He's all, well, Kyle's a little copycat bitch, to be honest.
Dude, Hayden got so hurt, dude. And I was like, he still doesn't know. I think I'm just gonna keep messing with him all day saying that I got this car. And I was like, bro, I'm gonna gap you with a Honda motor in it. And dude, I don't know, it's just so funny. But I don't think I'm actually gonna get it. But it is a really good deal, guys. Like, this thing's pretty sweet. And if I had the room, I would actually probably get it. But as you guys know, I have way too many cars already. But even just to flip it, honestly, it would be a good deal just to flip it. Just buy it for like 500 bucks, which I'm sure he'd let it go for. And then just sell it for like $1,000, just clean it up. It's a good car, dude. You don't see these things often at all. But yeah, just thought I'd share that with you guys. So good thing Wyatt had his camera so I could record it.
Sunday.
Thank you for the camera footage.
Canon coming in handy.
Oh yeah. My arm's getting a little tired though.
Yeah, they're a little heavy.
Yeah.
DSLR life.
Dude, it's a good deal though.
Yeah.
600, even if it was full price for 600 bucks, that's cheap. It's a sweet little car. And I really want to get it just to Honda swap it, just to race Hayden.
Just to gap that twin turbo LS.
He'd be so hurt. He'd be so hurt. So a couple days ago, I was just over at PFI and we picked up some 3-inch intercooler piping for Jeremy's Civic to get the cold side of the intercooler piping done, so that we can get the intercooler mounted, get that all ready to go. And right now I'm working on it. I already got it all mocked up and it's tacked together. Really didn't film too much of doing that, but I basically just used 245s right here. I had to put a 90 in it right there, and then this is just a 180. I'll show you guys how that fits once it's fully welded up. And also while I was at PFI, we picked up some things for the S14. So right here we have a JE Pro Seal head gasket, and we also got some new Wiseco forged pistons. Got one out of the bag right here. Check that out. That is some high quality stuff. These are really nice pistons. These will be going into the SR20. So now we finally have some pistons for it. We got the head gasket, and I believe we should have everything we need to finally rebuild that for the S14. Like I said, hasn't been the biggest priority, but we do now have parts for it, and hopefully all goes smoothly with that. I do want to start on this soon, get that motor thrown together so we can get the S14 back up and running. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on this cold side real quick, get it fully welded up. And like I said, I'll throw it back on the car, show you guys how she fits, and then we can start seeing where we need to put a blow-off valve, things like that. And then once we get the blow-off valve on there, the intercooler and all of its piping will be ready to go. All right, so the charge pipe is all welded up. You do have to jack up the car to get it up in there because it is all one piece, but you just jack the car up and feed it right up through here. It's really not too bad at all, but it clears really good, and intercooler fits really nice. It's not mounted at all right now. The boots right here are what is holding it up. We do have some steel right here. There's just like some 1/4 inch, and we'll probably mount it with this. We'll just weld this to this piece right here. That's how I did it on my hatch, and that's just usually how I do it on all the other cars. But before I can mount it, we need to find some little aluminum fittings. I don't know where they're at. I know I got some with my other intercooler, but they're like these little bungs that you can just weld on that are threaded. So I can put 2 of those on the bottom so we can actually have something for the intercooler like to bolt to. So we need to get 2 of those and weld them on the bottom right here. Then we'll be able to bolt the intercooler to this bar right here once we get that welded. And yeah, then the intercooler will be all set. Then we just got to put the clamps on it, and that will be ready to go. Also, like I said, we need to get the blow-off valve in place. This right here, this is the piece for the blow-off valve. This is made for 2.5 inch intercooler piping. So the radius on this curve right here is a little too tight for the 3 inches. You can see there's like a little gap under it right there. So I'm just gonna have to grind down the edges of it a little bit so it sits on there nice and flush. Had to do the same thing when we did the minivan because we have the same intercooler that is on there. But yeah, came out pretty good. How do you like it? Looks good? And where do you want the blow-off valve at? I think we're going to go like...
Just like, yeah, where we said, like right here.
Yeah, we're going to go like right here as close to the shock tower as we can so we can fit a catch can right here later on if we need to do that. And yeah, so got to get that done. You want to explain what happened with the fuel pressure regulator yesterday?
I didn't goofed.
Goofed her up.
Well, I don't know. Like, well, I take full blame.
Hey, I was going easy on it. I told you to check the threads every time.
Okay, but that was the one. Okay, so there's a fitting that came for the fuel pressure regulator that screws on the bottom, and it was all complete, and I was like, what the heck? Okay, but I tried putting like the whole fuel rail. I put it together, but that was this like fitting right here was the only one that didn't fit. It went on like 2 or 3 threads, but
yeah, we were like messing with it. I was trying to run it down a little bit, and it just for some reason felt like the fitting was cross threading, and it was all brand new stuff, and it would not go down. And then I stopped messing with it. I got it to go like maybe halfway, but then I stopped there. And I come back and Jeremy freaking ripped all the threads out of this thing right here. Yeah. So we just decided to weld it together. So that's why this bottom part looks like this weird bronze color, and the top part's still black because we had to take this whole little regulator apart and take the diaphragm out and stuff like that to make sure we didn't melt it while we welded it. And then I welded the fitting straight to the bottom of it right there. Then we just ground it smooth, and now we have our return line on there. So hopefully that thing works. We just threw it back together, but yeah.
I don't see why it wouldn't work. It's technically more efficient because you're not gonna have no
yeah, now it's not gonna leak right there for sure.
So it's, yeah, okay.
It's just like, it looks weird because it's 2 different colors now instead of being all black.
It's okay.
But we can just paint it.
It's custom.
But yeah, it's getting there. So just got the charge pipe welded up. Obviously needs the blow-off valve to be completely done. Like I said, needs clamps. Got to get the intercooler mounted. We need to make some sort of down pipe off the turbo right there. Get the wide band on. Put the wastegate on with a dump. And we also need to get the injectors put on as well. We're trying to fit these ones that the dude sent us. Supposedly these are from like a Tahoe, and they can flow like 1,000 cc's. But we're having a little bit of trouble making them fit, so we're not sure if we're going to be able to use these. This won't really focus. But yeah, this bottom part right here is like a little too small for the factory like Honda O-ring. It doesn't fit in there very snug, and we also don't have any O-rings for the top right here. We'd have to go to like Ace or something to find some, but we'll see. If we can't get these to work, then we probably will just go with some like 2200s, something like that, but we'll see if we can make them work. But honestly, it's not looking too promising. They're just not made to fit in this type of car, but they are the right height though.
Yeah, they're made for shit.
Yeah, they're out of like a freaking V8, but they were free, so it was worth a shot. So we might still be able to use them. There's no guarantee on that though, but I would like to save the money and then kind of test those out, because that'd be cool if those would actually make a lot of power. But we do need to do the injectors as well. What else is there? I think I went over. Oh, we need to do the oil return, get the fitting welded onto the pan. Still, we need to get a fitting because we're out. I only have these aluminum ones. We need a steel one of these, or I think this place locally will have one. I think, because there's like, this one right here is the same size too. We could just like cut that off and weld it on. But either way, we need to find a fitting for the pan, get the return made, and then we also need to get the oil feed made. The sandwich plate is already on there in the back. Oh, did you take it off?
Yeah, so we could like go get the fitting there.
Okay, so I guess sandwich plate's right there. We just got to go get a line made for that. And we also need the little restrictor that goes into the turbo right here. Probably just order one and then just let Jeremy borrow one off like my hatch or something, or one of the cars that's not running right now. Or I'll just order one tonight so we can get it here in time. But yeah, it's really close to being fired up. Honestly, I think we should be able to have it going in the next couple days. It just depends on those oil lines. But everything else we can get done probably just tomorrow. So
Quick.
yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. She's almost there. She's almost ready to make some boost. And Jeremy can lose his boost virginity. Well, I guess his own car.
Well, actually,
He's felt boost before, but not. Oh no, you have had a boosted car. I forgot.
Boost, but like,
Damn it! I was gonna clickbait a video.
reliably.
I was gonna clickbait a video and say boost version or something like that along the lines of losing your boost virginity. But I forgot you had one turboed already.
Yeah, that's okay.
Well, I'll just cut that part out and no one will know. We'll just say it's your first time. We'll say first time feeling real boost. Because you know that car was slow and you know it.
It was slow. Well, compared to everything else, dude, what do you mean? I'm pretty sure, yeah, it was slow.
Well, that's all we are getting done for tonight. Only got that charge pipe done. I've been busy the last couple days. Something else we need to do is get this transmission cleaned off for the minivan. This is the one that came out of the hatch. It has the LSD in it. I want to swap it over into the van, so the van will have an LSD, and that should help out the minivan quite a bit. Even though we did just put another transmission in it, I want to pull it right out and throw this one in there. And I also need to get the minivan registered so we can make some more videos on that. I know you guys are wanting to see some more on the van. Also, I want to let you guys know that we're going to be going to H-Day down in Maryland. So we'll be out there. Look for us. It's going to be me, Jeremy, Brent, his son, I think his younger son as well, Ricky, Emilio, and I'm not sure who else, but we're going to be going down there. Not bringing any of the cars. We're just going to fly out. So yeah, if you guys are going to be in the area or going to the event, be sure to come up, say hi if you see us. And yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to bring one of the cars. I would have liked to trailer like the minivan down or my hatch or something, but we weren't really prepared for it. So we're just going to fly down there, kind of check it out, hang out for the weekend, take a little mini vacation. So we are going to be there. And yeah, don't think I have anything else to say for this video. I'm going to end this video with some random clips of some elk that were in our neighborhood like 2 nights ago. Thought it was funny, so yeah. Dude, they're going to go at it, dude. Oh, yo. Dude, he's trying to get it. Yo, he's trying to smash. Look, and she don't want him. Dude, there are just literally elk in our neighborhood right now. And these two males look like they're about to brawl it out over this female over here. Dude, we're so far from the mountains. Why are they down here? Like, what are they doing here? Dude, they're just hopping people's fences out here. Look at all of them. Dude, they're just in people's backyards. I have no idea where they came from.